him and outplay him every minute, every hour. I hope you packed our brand.
Everything that he does, there's a reason why he's talking about it, and it's all part of the culture that he wants.
Play like a Miami Hurricane. Okay, that's our brand. Smart, tough, disciplined, great condition, unconquerable passion and unity. Not just passion and unity, unconquerable passion and unity tomorrow.
Most of you know about Ed Reed, and let me just give you a little bit of things, just some facts about him. You really appreciate who this guy is. He's a great player at the University of Miami. He won a national championship.
What's going on, Canes? I didn't come here to give y'all a pep up speech, especially after coach talk. I mean, he got me ready to play. And I got a whole week off, man. But
Ed Reed speaking before the game was just inspirational to me.
I couldn't even put it into words. It's kind of breathtaking.
When I first got to Miami, Coach Solinger had a statement: "The strength of the pack is the wolf. The strength of the wolf is the pack."
He was sincere. He was truthful. He was telling us that it wasn't easy for him.
A guy that's been through it all, that's been here, been in our shoes. You know, now in the NFL, probably one of the best safeties that's ever going to do it.
And even though he's such a great player, that the reason that he made such big plays is because the teammates around him allowed him to, and he made people around him better.
I couldn't do nothing without my teammates. Not a one play, man. Not an interception, not a yard, not nothing without my teammates.
I feel like that's what we need. We need guys to step up and understand it's not about them, it's about the team.
It just shows you how Ed, even though he's a terrific individual player with great skills, that he loves the fact that he's involved with the defense and the entire concept of the defense and getting all those parts together so they can play superbly.
See, a true leader brings other people with him. He make the guys around him better. So take advantage of right now.
It was eye-opening, but it was definitely a good experience for the team. Just going on what Coach Golden's been teaching us ever since he came is just kind of upholding what's been before us and, you know, what's expected of us.
You got to do it together, fellas. And I know you're going to do it together. Coach ain't going to let you do it no other way, man. I'm done, man. What's up, big brother? You going up, bro? Yeah, you know Montel, boy. I wouldn't miss it for the world, man.
He was an all-pro, widely considered one of the best at his position, talking about his experience at the University of Miami and how much he missed being there and his teammates.
What's up with it, man?
Ed was very poignant in his message. Clearly, I could see a reaction from our players.
Welcome back to Hurricanes Game Day. I'm Joe Zgacki as we come to you from Sun Life Stadium. This week, the Hurricanes take on the Wildcats of Kansas State. Every week on our show, Don Bailey Jr., former University of Miami center and former captain, sits down with a key player or a key coach to find out a little bit more about that person. Now, here's DBJ.
I'm here with Miami defensive coordinator Mark D'Onofrio. And Mark, congratulations on your victory over Ohio State, but really back-to-back, two pretty outstanding defensive performances.
Yeah, we were pleased with obviously the outcome, and obviously at the end of the day, it's about winning the game. And obviously in the Maryland game, we had an opportunity to win the game, and we did not. In this game, we made the plays that enabled us to win the game, so it was really gratifying.
Coach, you and I have spent a lot of time talking defense, and one thing you constantly bring up is not allowing points, and you seem to be on schedule at least the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of factors, but I think number one, like I mentioned earlier, we work a lot of situational football, we work a lot of third down, we work a lot of red zone, and out segments the practices very well, so the kids can learn those situations and execute in them. I think. We've done a good job, and I think special teams has helped us tremendously with the kickoff coverage and the way Bots has been punting the ball. The teams have had to go to long field, and eventually you can get them in the third down and get off the field, or if they do get in the red zone, you can stall them out. So that's helped a lot.
You didn't have number 31 Sean Spence against Maryland. He comes back against Ohio State, and you can see the difference he makes.
Yeah, he made a huge difference, and again, he's a security blanket from my standpoint. He's an extension of the coaching staff. you know, and he's a guy that you know, gives me confidence as a play caller that we can make adjustments and do things, because I feel like Sean's going to be able to get it done for us.
Coach, you're able to come up with a couple turnovers, and the one I would imagine you're most pleased with was the hustle turnover. I mean, you actually had a takeaway during that ball game, and it was all because they were chasing the football.
They were, and particularly Marcus. You know, there was a couple of plays in the Maryland game where I got on Marcus in particular, to be honest with you, and told him that I needed him to run to the ball better than he did. You know, so to see him make the hustle play and then take a drill that we do daily, we did it, you know, the 6 practices leading up to the Ohio State game, to see it come through in such a big point in the game, and I really feel like that was the play of the game for us on defense.
Coach Golden mentioned something in his post game with the team about all the things that you've been asking the players to do, and then to see it come true in the Ohio State game, that it's proof. If they follow the direction, they follow the coaching, they will reap the dividends.
There's no question, and Al set that game up, you know, perfect with our football team, and told them what they needed to do to win the game, and they did it. So I hope they believe from now on, you know, from now on out.
And when you talk about that, when preparing a team, there's the game plan and the calls, but also on the mental aspect of it, you literally tell your offense and your defense and your special teams specifically the numbers and the things that you have to go out and try to accomplish, and it usually will end up in a victory.
There's no question. We try to give them overall, you know, keys to victory from a team standpoint. Al kind of, you know, lays out the plan, and then from each unit, you know, we get more specific to what we have to do to stop the opposing offense or defense, and you know, that's something we've been doing since we've been at Temple, and I think the guys are starting to get a feel for how it works here.
No matter what, Coach, you're still playing these young guys. I mean, you played a whole lot of them against Maryland, and then you look down, I guess there's half a dozen, 8, 9 guys that came in again, the young bunch, and they're getting quality reps.
Yeah, and it's, you know, and obviously it's nice to get a win of that magnitude while you play the young guys, because if you can get more experience and get better while you're winning, there's nothing better than that.
When you talk about the youth, Chicolo was able to get a stack, and then you have Perryman, who seems to be getting more and more reps, but he's also making plays.
He is. He actually made the big hit on the opening kickoff, and, you know, and set the tone there, which was big. And you know, he's a guy that just shows up. He's got speed. He's got instincts. He's physical. So you know, he'll continue to gain more reps. He's done a good job, and you know, we had a lot of guys step up.
And game plan wise, on the effort standpoint, it just basically duplicate what you did against Ohio State with chasing football.
I think, and again, we keep trying to raise the bar, and you know, our standard's not going to change. You know, we have a certain standard that we want them to reach. Some guys are reaching it, some guys haven't reached it yet, and the more we get to reach the standard that we want to play out, the better we'll play as a team. So we're going to be demanding on that end, as far as being a physical football team, being a tough football team, how well we tackle, and ultimately how well we finish.
All right, Don Bailey Jr., thank you very much. Always great stuff from DBJ. Be sure to join us next week here on Hurricanes Game Day for more great access as we follow the Hurricanes. For Don Bailey Jr. and everybody else on the show, I'm Joe Zagacki. We'll see you next week right here on CSS.